Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I have another fun watercolor winter scene to share with you today. So let's jump in. So I'm starting with some watercolors. These are Winsor & Newton watercolors. Any watercolor will do for this project. I've also got some paintbrushes. Again, any paintbrushes will do. And I have some Bristol smooth cardstock that I've cut into a tag shape that measures 6 by 3 1/4. So I'm just going to spritz my watercolors to get them ready to work with. And I'm going to cover this whole tag with water. And I'm going to pick some blues to drop in to create a winter scene background. I want to create a little bit of a gradient, so have more intensified color at the top and fade it out to a very light blue towards the bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill up this cardstock with that watercolor. And again, I'm using lots of water to help everything mix and blend together. I'll add a little bit of a darker blue towards the top. And then I end up coming in and adding a little bit of purple in there to really deepen that color so it looks like a winter sky. And then once I'm happy with the color transition, I'll grab my heat tool and I'll heat this cardstock until everything is nice and dry so I can move on to the next step. I'm going to mix up 3 variations of color to create some mountains in the distance. So I'm going to start with the lightest blue, and I'm just going to squiggle my brush across the page and try to create some like mountain scenes, sort of. I'm not trying too hard. I'm just trying to get like an outline. These mountains are going to be the farthest back, so they need to be the lightest color. I'm going to layer the next set of mountains over top. So once I'm happy with the shape, I'll just heat set those mountains and then move on to the next one. So I'll mix up a little bit of a darker color using the color that's on my mat and just mixing them together. And then I'll create the next row of mountains. So again, just loosely sort of getting those mountain shapes in there. And it's not perfect, but you get the idea of what it's supposed to be. And once I'm happy with that shape, I'll go ahead and heat set that until it's all dry. I keep wanting to say heat set it until it's smooth and melted, but I'm not heat embossing. So I'm just heating this until the watercolor is dry. And then I'll move into the very last set of mountains, which will be the darkest. And I'll get my shape outline there and I'll come in and intensify that color a little bit. But once I'm happy with the shape, and the color and everything that I've got going on there, I'll heat set that until it's all dry, and then I'll move on to adding in some of those finer details. I'll pull in my paintbrushes and look for a very tiny one. I want to create some little tiny trees, and I need a very tiny brush for that. So I'm just going to grab a little tiny brush. I haven't used it before, so it's a little stiff, so I need to work it in. And then I'm going to take the darkest color blue that I have and just mix that on my mat. I'm happy with that color. And I'm going to come in and just make little tiny dots. We don't have to be very specific, but I just want to get sort of the impression that there's, mountains with foliage and, forest growing along them like a normal typical, mountain scene would have. And I'm just making little dots and stippling. And then across the very bottom, I wanted it to look like it's a frozen sort of lake. So I put the little tree stumps, I guess, or tree, what do you call those? Tree trunks along the whole edge of the lake. And then I'll come in with a darker color to create sort of real tree looking things. So I just mixed a little hint of green in there, and I'm going to come in and crisscross my brush over top of those little tree trunks and create little branches, or like sort of give it the look of like evergreen. It's so tiny that it doesn't really matter, but I think the small little details really help make a big, big difference. Okay, so the last thing I want to do here is grab some white watercolor, and I'm going to give my mountains a little bit of a snow cap. So I'll come in and just touch those mountain tips with a little bit of that white paint. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of that white paint over top of the trees, because obviously if it snows, the snow is going to stick on top of the trees. And I think that really helps create a more realistic look. And I really am super happy with the result that I've got here. It looks exactly like I wanted it to look like. We've got this beautiful lake and a snowy mountain scene. and I'm going to add in my absolute most favorite element to this tag. I drew and cut out a little Yeti or abominable snowman on my Cricut Joy, and I colored it in with a little bit of Copic markers, and I'm going to glue him right on the sort of frozen lake. And he's just the cutest little Yeti, and I think he's perfect for this scene because it looks so sort of realistic, and then we want to add in this cute, fun cartoon character, and I love the way that looks. So here we go. Our little Yeti is glued on there and our tag is almost finished. The last thing I'm going to do is put a sentiment on this tag. I brought this to my Cricut Joy and I wrote a sentiment that says, "Real men go winter camping because frostbite builds character." I thought that was super cute, and I just had my Cricut Joy write that sentiment. I added an extra tag on the back to sort of straighten it out, and I wrote the date. And I'm going to stick this little tag into my art journal. So I'm going to pull that in. I shared this in my previous video. It's just a book that I picked up at Michael's that has all sorts of fun things inside of it, and I'm working on filling it up. So I'm just going to pop my little tag into the next open pocket, and perfect. Super happy with that. I love the way this tag turned out, and I'm having fun exploring sort of watercolor scenes and, putting my own twist on them. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Coming up on screen are some videos I think you may enjoy. Have yourself a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!